We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Wait, that 53, 54, Mike, 54. You don't see me. Hey, second.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On first down, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, Eason. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, there's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. This is Ajayi. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And it's taken in at the 9. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a big no-no last time, a safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you, so there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try not to put their defense in a bad spot again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On the ball.
The give to Taylor. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, Sam off. Hey, check 24. Step.
They'll run with Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hey, Charlie. 45.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Eason, flush to his right. He finds Taylor, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve. It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Check 24. Check 24. Watch twist. Hey, echo. Check safety. Get ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain there of 21 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Now Brady. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On third down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Colts take over first down and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch. Go out.
2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Open man is Trey Burton.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Mike, 45. Big gas. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st and 10, Eason lets it go for Nelson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. J.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things? And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 49 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Anthony Walker charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, my 7.
From the gun, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Strip that ball. A little flat. Go. Check 15. Show it up. Tight dog. 5.
Back to throw. Eason. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 3rd down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
Ready? 18 Gator, Greystone, Travis. Coming this way, here we go. 45. Hey, Alpha.
On first down, Eason. Campbell making the catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Throwing on first down, Eason escaping the pressure right. Caught by Nelson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Big dash. Go. Hard. 10. Get it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Bannon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, lock it. We got three, fellas. We got three. Check three. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 45.
Looking to throw. Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back to throw. Eason, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 152 fighter. Check my 45. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from inside the 5. Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for the Buccaneers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run with Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Down. 30 base. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Rush in. Rush in. Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10. Eason. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 31, check 31.
Out, look at me. Go. Hey, Zoo.
Watch the twist.
Big grip.
Looking to throw. Eason. He completes it to Nelson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
218, jump.
Shoot. Check 43. Deuce. Switch. Kill. 45.
From the gun, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Fresno. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Check. Get.
On 4th down, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Wait, 20.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Wait again.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Then he finds Beasley complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Free to throw again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Topper!
36, 36.
Hey, Delta.
To throw again. Eason. He's got it to Hilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yes, yes.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
You got tight right there.
I'm down.
From the gun, Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Levante David. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock. Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Jones. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Charlie,
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
Get that quarterback. Regular. Check 37.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Brady going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And 6 yards to go.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Goal 50. Hey, orbit.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball out of the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go! General West, AT Gator.
I'm letting you know right now, you better go.
Throwing again. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Haywood. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Alert. Watch safety three. Watch safety. Easy. Shadow.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bucs, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5.